Let me go through some other tweets. One thing I wanted to touch on, because this is a bit of a pet peeve of mine, and it's kind of gaining a lot of speed in terms of sort of culturally, and that is this tendency of parents in this day and age to overpraise their kids. You know, to have to give them self-esteem without portfolio.
Right.
Do you see that in your research as being a real problem? Because it only creates entitled adults who don't associate self-esteem with actual accomplishment, right?
Exactly. I think that we thought during the 80s and 90s that praise was a way of building self-esteem, but it really isn't. At least praise for personality, praise for competence. It's back to what we were talking about with Carol Dweck's research. She did a study and she found that 85% of parents thought that you built kids' self-esteem by saying you're wonderful, you're smart, you're brilliant, you're gorgeous, you're that sort of thing. And in fact, it makes kids nervous about holding on to that label. Well, if I'm so smart, I better not try that because maybe I won't look smart. And so it makes them less willing to take a risk, less willing to try, less willing. And we only learn by making mistakes. So it really is a problem. Kids won't challenge themselves. They won't take on challenges.
And parents often don't allow their kids to make mistakes or to experience disappointment because they're so protective. Ergo, everybody wins the trophy. Everybody's on the soccer team, and that can really go too far too, can it?
I agree with you.
All right, let's go through some.
And that's why I ended up writing a book, and we also have a book, which is a book with a V in it, and it's like a video book. And what that does is you can actually download it on your iPad or iPhone or computer, and you can watch the experiments on it. And that's why I wanted to bring the best of what we know in ways that inspire parents, not a guilt trip, but inspire them. So that
I wish I had read this when my kids were littler.
But it's never too late, Katie.
I would have done some things a little differently. You're right. Well, for my 14-year-old, I think my 18-year-old's a lost cause, and she's doing okay.
But my kid's in their 30s, you know.
Really?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot in writing this book that made me a much better parent, and I've got grown-up kids.